I'm Nicole France, Vice President and Principal Analyst at Constellation Research, where I spend a lot of my time talking with business leaders about how they can operate more successful companies. One of the big challenges these days is really how to make it easier for customers to buy. And that's really a question of closing the gap between what the buying experience is like for customers and what the selling experience is for salespeople. The answer is often configure, price, quote software. Just about any business that's selling anything more sophisticated than single products with standard pricing can benefit from CPQ. And the reasons are twofold. On one side, it helps to facilitate and streamline that process for customers. It makes it simpler, more straightforward, reduces a lot of the complexity. It also helps sellers to do the same thing. On the other side, it has tremendous impact in internal operations that go into actually fulfilling those customer orders. It can reduce errors, ensure a shorter time to a correct and accurate quote for customers. It reduces the potential for configuration errors, and it also codifies standard pricing and discounting, for example. So, should you consider SAP CPQ? Well, based on our research at Constellation, we've identified 4 particular strengths that are pretty compelling. First is the ability in SAP CPQ to configure large numbers of products and services. This is important because both of those have very distinct pricing structures, for example, that are not really the same across product or offering sets. So putting it all into one quote is important. It typically meets customer needs. SAP CPQ also supports multiple sales channels, so direct sellers, distribution or channel partners, and even commerce sites where customers might be configuring and purchasing products or offerings themselves directly. It also provides the opportunity for guided configuration and selling. This is important because it makes it simpler and less complex for customers to get to exactly what they want. And it also makes it easier for salespeople to propose complementary offerings that are very likely to be things that customers want to buy anyway. Finally, and probably most importantly, SAP CPQ really has been designed for business users, particularly salespeople and sales operations, the people who are configuring a lot of those options and making determinations about things like pricing discounts. That's important because as much as there are benefits when it comes to production and fulfillment of those customer orders, it's really critical that these tools are designed to work the way that salespeople do. And that's absolutely the case with SAP CPQ. The result is tangible for businesses. And we see that from many of the customer examples we have of SAP CPQ. We see things like automated approval of 79% of the quotes that go through SAP CPQ, very high proportion. Reducing time to quote for deals from 2 weeks in some cases to a single day. And also, we've seen examples of gross 1% efficiency gain per salesperson using SAP CPQ. These are results from individual SAP CPQ customers, but they reflect a broader trend. The impact is significant and measurable. So if you want to learn more about whether SAP CPQ is right for you and your business, download the full report.